Om Shanti, Namaste to everyone.
Om Shanti, Namaste.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am also good. Bali Yoga School.
Namaste.
Are you okay?
I'm very okay. How are you?
I am also good.
Very
Sit in any comfortable position for starting the session. Spine straight. Adopt Chin Mudra. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for one time Om followed by opening mantra. Oh. Opening mantra, repeat after me. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचां मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तम प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। ओ Join your both palms together in front of heart center. Bow down your head towards God, towards Mother Nature. Rub your both palms. Apply on your eyes. Slowly and gently while blinking, open your eyes. Om Shanti. So what was our yesterday's topic?
6 types of synovial joints.
Yeah, 6 types of synovial joints. How many we covered?
5.
5. Yes. Till gliding joint. And now write down the last type of joint, ball and socket joint. BALL, ball and socket joint. SOCKET, ball and socket joint. Is it visible?
Yes.
This is the diagram of ball and socket joint. It is most freely movable of all joints. It is most freely movable of all joints. In this ball-like structure, of one bone, in this ball-like structure, BALL, ball-like structure of one bone fits into a socket-like structure, fits into a socket-like structure in another bone. Example, shoulder and hip joint. Shoulder, this joint, and hip joint. Bali Yoga School.
Yes.
Tell me 2 examples of gliding joint.
Intercarpal joint
Yeah.
and sternoclavicular joint.
Yes. And what is the example of saddle joint?
Which joint?
Saddle joint. SADDLE.
Oh, saddle joint. Carpometacarpal joint, the
Which?
base of the thumb.
Yeah. Carpometacarpal joint of the thumb.
Yeah.
And the example of hinge joint.
Hinge joint. Oh, knee and elbow.
Yes. Any question from types of synovial joint? You can ask.
I don't have questions. Do you have questions?
I already asked.
Perfect.
Okay. So our next topic is movement at synovial joint. Movements at synovial joint.
Did you say movement?
Yeah, MOVEMENTS. Movements at synovial joint. The first one is flexion. 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 What is flexion?
Closing.
What closing?
Sorry?
What is flexion?
Flexion, like FLEXION.
Yeah. What is flexion?
Well, when you flex your arm, like you close your arm.
Yes. Bending or reducing
bend.
angle. Okay.
Yes.
Bending or reducing angle at two joint, at a joint or at two bones. Bending or reducing angle at a joint. Write down bending or reducing angle at a joint known as flexion. It takes place at elbow. It takes place at elbow, knee, 𝐾𝐸, wrist, WRIST, shoulder, vertebral column, neck, and fingers. It takes place at elbow. This one is flexion. This movement is flexion. Same at knee. The back folding of leg is flexion. Wrist, this movement is flexion. And shoulder, draw one imaginary line here. When you're taking it up, this is flexion. Okay. Next, vertebral column. When you bend forward, this is known as flexion. Neck, taking your neck down, head down, rotation of neck front, bending your neck front is flexion. And fingers, bending your fingers is flexion. Any question?
If we move our neck back and high or vertebral column back, it's not flexion, it's another.
Yeah, I will come on that. Next point is that. Next point is extension. Next point is extension. EXTENSION, extension. This is opposite to flexion. Okay, clear? This is opposite to flexion. Straightening of limb or increasing angle at a joint. Straightening of limbs or increasing angle at a joint. It takes place at elbow, knee, ELBOW, knee, 𝐾𝐸, wrist, WRIST, shoulder, SHOULDER, vertebral column, VERTEBRAL, COLUMN, neck, NECK, and fingers, FINGERS. Elbow, it is flexed when you take it away or extending your arm. That time you increasing your angle at a joint. it is known as extension. Same at leg, at knee, at wrist. This is flexed. You take it away. It is extension, extension of wrist. This is also known as extension of wrist because here angle increases. This angle increases. Don't take this angle. Okay.
So we have flexion and extension only in the elbow, knee, wrist, shoulder, vertebral column, neck, and finger.
Yeah.
In other places?
Another places also have like I will tell you. And hip, in hip joint also, hip joint also have extension and flexion, but it has circumduction. So circumduction includes all things.
Thank you.
So knee, wrist, shoulder, it is flexed shoulder, taking it down or taking it back also, known as extension. You extend your arm. Vertebral column, the forward bending is flexion. When you taking it up or going back, it is known as extension. Neck, front bending is flexion, taking it up or taking it back is extension. Fingers, this is flex, taking it up is extension. Clear? Bali Yoga School.
Yep, it's clear.
Next point is abduction. ABDUCTION, abduction. Moving away from midline of body, moving away from midline of body is known as abduction. Moving away from midline of body is known as abduction. Movement takes place at limbs. Movement takes place at limbs, LIMBS, the upper limb and lower limb. Hand, leg, fingers, and toes. Moving away from midline means taking the arm away. It is the taking away from midline. Our midline is vertebral column. So taking away from midline is abduction. This is the example of upper limb, hand. This is normal position, taking it away from central axis. Taking it away from central axis is abduction. Leg, same for leg, taking it away. Fingers, for fingers, the middle finger is the axis. The middle finger is the midline. When we open the fingers, we take it away from each other. That time it's known as abduction. Okay, and same apply in toes also. The second toe is our midline of body for toes. So taking toes away is the example of abduction. Any doubt? Bali Yoga School?
No,
Any doubt?
of course not.
Okay. Adduction. Next point is adduction. 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 Moving bones towards midline of body. Moving bones towards midline of body is known as adduction. 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 Moving bones towards midline of body is known as adduction. Movement takes place at limbs, same places where abduction takes place. Movement takes place at limbs, hand, leg, fingers, and toes. Limbs. This was adducted limb, abducted limb, taking it down or taking towards the midline is adduction. For hand, the away from central axis is abduction, taking it towards midline is adduction. We are aiding. For leg also taking towards midline. Fingers, this is abduction, taking it close is adduction. Same apply on toes. Next point is pronation. 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 What is pronation? Bali Yoga School.
The word is what?
Is pronation. PRONATION. Pronation.
Pronation. When it moves in all directions?
Which direction?
When it combines all the further movements?
No.
Okay.
You attended so many alignment class.
Yes.
You attended so many alignment class. You should know what is pronation.
I don't even know what's the word.
The inward rotation. Inward rotation. This one. Okay. Is it visible? Inward rotation.
That's visible.
Inward rotation of forearm or turning palm down. Inward rotation. This is inward rotation. Inward rotation of forearm or turning palm down turning palm down is pronation. Inward rotation, you already learned in alignment class. Inward rotation of forearm.
What's the word again?
Okay.
The word is
Pronation.
pronation.
Pronation. Pronation. Inward rotation of forearm. Inward rotation of forearm.
Only of the forearm or
Inward.
rotation in general?
Yeah, this one. Inward rotation of forearm are this is straight arm. Inward rotation of forearm are taking palm down is known as pronation. Clear?
Yeah.
Pardon, ma'am?
Yes, clear. Thank you.
Next one is supination. Supination. Supination or supination. 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 It is opposite to pronation. Means outward rotation of forearm. Outward rotation of forearm are turning palm up. Outward rotation of forearm are turning palm up. Is supination.
But is it the rotation only of the arm, but also of the foot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Foot is another thing. I will come.
Okay.
It applies only on arm. It applies also on laying position, supine position and prone position. When you laying on back, it's known as supine position. Yeah. And when you laying on belly, it's known as prone position. Clear?
Yes, thank you.
The next one is circumduction. 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 Movement of a limb in a circular motion. Movement of a limb in circular motion known as circumduction. This movement at a limb in a circular motion known as circumduction. It takes place at upper limb and lower limb. It takes place at upper limb and lower limb. Flexion, extension, flexion, ION, FLEXION, flexion, extension, 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 adduction, 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 and abduction, 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 involves in this motion. Involves in this motion. Circumduction includes all four things: flexion, extension, flexion. This one, extension, adduction, closing towards midline, and abduction, taking away from midline. These all are included in circumduction. Well done, ma'am. Clear?
Yes.
Next movement is rotation. 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 The movement around the long axis of a bone. Movement around the long axis of a bone is known as rotation. Movement around the long axis of a bone. This type of movement. The rotation of head side to side, twisting of body, twisting of body, rotation of head side to side, or twisting of the body comes under rotation. Rotating of body. There is two type of rotation. Lateral rotation, two types.
Could you repeat, please? Because I don't know if I have internet problems or the voice breaking.
You want repetition of rotation?
Yes, the non-axis
Baliyogaschool?
of bone.
Okay. Movement
Rotation
around
of
the
head.
long axis. Yeah, rotation of head side to side. This one, side to side. Or twisting of the body. Or twisting of the body. Rotation of head side to side or twisting of the body. It comes under rotation. There is two types of rotation. There is two types of rotation. The first one is lateral rotation. That is movement away from central axis. movement away from central axis is known as lateral rotation, and movement towards central axis, is known as medial rotation, MEDIAL. Second one is medial rotation, MEDIAL, medial rotation, 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 that is movement towards central axis. Clear?
Yes.
Yes. So Bali Yoga School, you have alignment class?
Yep.
Any question from today's lecture? Movement at synovial joints are from types of synovial joints.
No.
No question. I have a question. What is pronation?
Inward rotation of the forearm.
Yeah. And what is circumduction?
Circle movements.
Yeah, circular motion of a limb. So sit in any comfortable position for closing the session. Spine straight, eyes closed. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for one time Om, followed by closing mantra. Om. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ओम। Join your both palms together in front of heart center. Bow down your head towards God, towards Mother Nature. Rub your both palms. Apply an eyes. Slowly and gently open your eyes. Om Shanti. Thank you for joining the class. Have a good day.
Thank you. Good day too.
You too. Bye. Okay.